I'm Matt Glenn.
I'm Matt Mounier.
You're watching 203K TV, where we're talking everything 203K and Fannie Mae HomeStyle. And today we are talking about the HUD Consultant.
And we're going to talk about the difference that the HUD Consultant plays a role in the 203K and the Fannie Mae HomeStyle loan. And he starts actually very early on in the process when you're using a 203K home loan.
Yeah.
He might actually be one of the first people on the property when you're wrapping up a property and actually getting an offer accepted.
Yep. So that 203K loan, HUD Consultant involved right away. He's going to go out to the property. He's going to walk the property. He's going to meet with the borrowers. He's going to figure out what has to be done to get the property up to FHA HUD standards.
Yep.
And then he's also going to kind of hear the story of the borrowers, hear what they want to do with the property. And then he and the contractor work together to kind of make sure they're on the same page with what renovations need to be done and what's going to be done and problems that may be there.
And for an FHA 203K, he's actually submitting a work write-up. And what that work write-up involves is he's working with the borrower and he's basically following the FHA guidelines on how to get this property up to code and all of the costs and labor and materials that are involved in the project itself.
Yep.
And that gets submitted to the lender. And the lender reviews this, and then also the contractor needs to fit the pricing and the bids that the HUD Consultant maps out for them.
So the HUD Consultant is virtually the overseer of this entire process, and we'll get to that more later about how he really oversees the process. So right now we're in escrow, right? We have an accepted offer. The HUD Consultant's been out, the contractor's been out. We've got these bids prepared. They're submitted to the lender. HUD Consultant really takes a back seat until this escrow process is finished. Okay?
And that's when the HomeStyle loan HUD Consultant would come into play as well.
Right. So that's where HUD Consultant for HomeStyle makes his first appearance. He wasn't involved prior. Right.
And so they're both at this point in time setting up the draw schedule for the contractor. Hopefully this isn't the first time that they've ever been in contact with this contractor.
Yeah.
And they are a little familiar with each other and they understand the project that's going to take place. So he's in charge of setting up these draws is basically when the contractor is going to get paid.
Yeah, so there's 5 draws. So you've closed escrow, ready. You're ready to start renovation, and the HUD Consultant is going to oversee these 5 draws, and that's essentially when the contractor gets paid. So he completes 1/5 of the work, he gets paid. 2/5 paid, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, and so on. Right.
The HUD Consultant is there to be your biggest ally.
Yeah.
He's not only there to pay the contractor, he's also there to make sure that the contractor is doing the right work. A lot of times to be a HUD Consultant, there is certain criteria. Well, all the time, they have to meet this criteria that HUD sets up.
Right.
And I think it's important that you guys know that these people, I'm going to read it, these people are either licensed architects in the state that they're working, they're licensed engineers in the state that they're working, they either have 3 years as a general contractor or they've spent 3 years as a home inspector, and that's just the minimum criteria. A lot of these people have been in the industry for a very long time, and they're reviewing all of the work that the contractor is doing.
Yep. So for recapping, we've got the HUD Consultant on the 203K loan. He's involved very early. In the Fannie Mae HomeStyle, he's involved a little bit later. In the 203K process, he's way more hands-on in the beginning, where he doesn't exist with the HomeStyle. But then they kind of play the same role as it goes on as the overseer of the draws and really policing the contractors and making sure that the buyer is really getting a true service.
Yes. If you need to get in touch with the HUD Consultant, if you want to be introduced to someone, please leave us a comment, give us a call, leave us an email. We're easy to get a hold of, and we're happy to help you guys out.
Yeah, guys, trust us to help you through this process. We're experts at this. This is what we do. Don't let a lender who doesn't know what he's doing guide you through this process in the dark. It's not going to work. Let us help you. We'll talk soon.